Assalamu alaikum. This is Shongbad Singh welcoming you to the English news from Btv-Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. Advanced train ticket sale for upcoming Eid-Ul-Fitr to begin tomorrow. Government to ensure media freedom, resolving various inconsistencies based on journalist opinion, says Information and Broadcasting Minister. Hearing on framing charges against Kamarul Islam and Rashid Khan Menon in crimes against humanity case begins. Chattogram city dwellers demand construction of underpasses or overpasses to get relief from traffic congestion. "31 killed and 149 injured in Israeli strikes in Lebanon." Viewers, those were the top stories. Now moving on to the details. Advanced train ticket sale will start tomorrow on the occasion of Eid-Ul-Fitr. This ticket sale will start taking March 21 as the probable date for Eid-Ul-Fitr. As always, 7-day advance tickets for intercity trains will be sold under a special system. Bangladesh Railway will sell 100% of tickets online for the convenience of passengers. Sale of tickets for all intercity trains operating in the western region will start at 8 a.m. and in the eastern region at 2 p.m. Railway sources said tickets for March 13 will be sold tomorrow, while for March 14 on March 4, for March 15 on March 5, for March 16 on March 6, for March 17 on March 7, for March 18 on March 8, and for March 19 on March 9. Expressing hope for timely transformation in the media, Information and Broadcasting Minister Johiruddin Shapun said, the government will take steps to ensure media freedom by resolving various inconsistencies based on the opinion of journalists. He said this yesterday during a visit to the private television station Channel I. This was the first time he visited any media outlet since assuming office as a minister. At the Channel I building, the minister was welcomed by Managing Director Faridur Raja Sagar, Director Mukid Mujumdar Babu, Johiduddin Mahmud Mamun, and Director and Head of News Sheikh Siraj. At that time, the minister was presented a memento by Faridur Raja Sagar, Managing Director of Impress Telephone Limited and Channel I. Besides, in the discussion meeting, various challenges in front of the media, including allegations of interference in news management, the spread of misinformation in the AI era, broadcast digitization, the financial condition of television, professional security, and salary structure of journalists were discussed. The Information Minister said integrated solutions are needed for the current situation. Liberation War Affairs Minister, retired Major Hafizuddin Bir Bikram said, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman ordered the rehabilitation of the families of the July warriors who were martyred and injured. The minister told this to reporters after a meeting with the Prime Minister about the July warriors at the Secretariat today. He said, the government is working to identify fake freedom fighters. If fake freedom fighters are identified, they will be eliminated, as only real freedom fighters will get benefits. Major Hafizuddin Bir Bikram said, the Prime Minister wanted to know what measures have been taken for those who were affected by the July uprising. He said that measures are also being taken for the full rehabilitation of those injured in July uprising who are not able to work, and that Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has given importance to ensuring that the education of those whose parents have died is not hampered. State Minister for Chattogram Hill Tracts Affairs Barrister Mir Mohammad Halaluddin said, the Constitution of the state has given equal rights to all citizens. The constitutional rights of citizens must be ensured to move Bangladesh forward. He said this at the Indomitable Women's Award 2025 ceremony organized by the Divisional Commissioner's Office and the Department of the Women's Affairs in Chattogram today. The State Minister said, the country's economic development is not possible in excluding a section of the population. Divisional Commissioner Dr. Mohammad Jiuddin presided over, while additional DIG of Chattogram Range of Police Najimul Islam, Deputy Commissioner Muhammad Jahidul Islam Mia, Director of the Indomitable Women's Award, a program Muhammad Munir Hussain, Additional Divisional Commissioner Nusrat Sultana, among others, addressed the occasion held at the District Shilpakala Auditorium. 49 women were awarded Indomitable Women's Award at the district and divisional levels at the ceremony. A hearing has begun on the framing of charges against Awami League President member Kamrul Islam and Workers' Party President Rashid Khan Menon in the case of crimes against humanity committed in July-August of 2024. The trial is scheduled to be held today at the International Crimes Tribunal 1, headed by Justice Ghulam Murtaza Majumdar. 2 charges, including murder, have been brought against them. At the same tribunal, the defense lawyers interrogated former Army Chief Iqbal Karim Bhuiya, who had given a statement against a former Army officer Jiul Hassan in a case of disappearance and murder of more than 100 people during the Awami League for the 4th day. Later, in this tribunal, testimony against Sheikh Hasina and 13 others, including Army officials, in a case of disappearance and torture in the joint interrogation cell of the DGFI known as the Ainagor, will be recorded. There are also 3 other cases pending. On the other hand, in Tribunal 2, testimony will be taken against Ubaidul Qadir and 6 other top leaders of the Awami League and its affiliate organizations in crimes against humanity case of July. In addition, another case is scheduled to be heard in the same tribunal. The clock strikes just before the start of the office or school. That's when the familiar siren sounds. The railway barrier comes down. The daily waiting for thousands of people in the port city of Chattogram begins. At some crossings, this waiting is 10 minutes and at others it exceeds half an hour. The railway lines that have torn through the heart of the Chattogram metropolitan city are now the main cause of traffic congestion. The picture is the same at Jakir Hussain Road, Ambagan or Oxygen intersection. According to locals, if a gate falls, it affects several kilometers of roads. Statistics say that vehicle movement is disrupted on average at least 20 to 25 times a day due to rail crossing in Chattogram. Although the present flyovers have reduced the main traffic congestion to some extent, the roads below remain neglected. Locals demand the construction of underpasses or small-scale overpasses to avert the problem of traffic congestion. However, the challenge is not little. There may be complication in construction of the underpasses due to the groundwater level and drainage system. In that case, a light overpass for vehicles only at certain points may be a viable option. Standing for hours at a rail crossing is not desirable in a modern megacity. Considering the commercial importance of Chattogram, the city residents want a quick solution to this problem. A long-term master plan is required to resolve this conflict between railways and roads. The people of Chattogram only want speed to save invaluable time in movement, whether it is underpass or overpass, it doesn't matter. Now, international news. At least 31 people have been killed and 149 injured in Israeli strikes in Lebanon. The casualties were reported in the Dahia district south of southern Lebanon and the capital Beirut. The Israeli army targeted armed groups in Beirut and other locations on Monday after Iran-backed Hezbollah launched rocket attacks on Israel in response to the assassination of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Meanwhile, the Israeli military has ordered residents of 53 villages and towns in southern Lebanon to leave their homes. The order came amid Hezbollah rocket attacks on Israel and Israeli counterattacks on Monday morning. Israel issued the warning to evacuate amid airstrikes on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, including the capital Beirut, after rocket and drone attacks on northern Israel. Hezbollah said in a statement earlier that the strikes were carried out to defend Lebanon and its people in response to Israeli aggression. Lebanese Prime Minister Noor Salam said the attacks on Israel were irresponsible and suspicious. Without naming Hezbollah, the Lebanese Prime Minister said his government would take all necessary measures to stop the perpetrators and protect the Lebanese people. Lebanese authorities have repeatedly said they do not want their country to be involved in the outbreak of conflict in the region, which began after US-Israeli attacks on Iran. New Iranian strikes have been reported in an oil refinery in Saudi Arabia and a major gas plant in Qatar. The Israeli military has launched new strikes on Tehran, but the U.S. Defense Secretary said there will not be endless war. In Kuwait, several U.S. fighter planes have crashed in what the U.S. military said was an apparent friendly fire incident. One jet plummeting to the ground was caught on film. Meanwhile, the U.S. said a fourth member of its military was killed in Iran's initial attacks. In Cyprus, 2 drones heading for a UK base were intercepted after an earlier attack on Sunday. A British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer said the UK has agreed to a US request to use British military bases for defensive strikes on Iranian missile sites. The US is likely to use RAF Fairford on Gloucestershire and Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean for strikes on Iranian missile sites. Nepal is set to hold a national election next Thursday, 6 months after the government was toppled by anti-corruption protests. Today is the last day of campaigning for the country's national election. In this fiercely contested election, rival leaders are focusing on last-minute campaigning. An interim government has been running the Himalayan Republic of 30 million people since a popular uprising in September 2025. Interim Prime Minister Sushila Kirki said the March 5 election will determine the country's future. The 2-week campaign has seen a strong showing from young candidates. They are promising to fight the country's weak economy and rampant corruption. On the other hand, veteran leaders who have dominated politics for 2 decades say their experience is key to ensuring stability and security.